Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Kyle Tarpley. I'm a community and outreach specialist with the Williams Company. I'm here to welcome you to the Liquefied Natural Gas Station 240 information session. I'm joined tonight by several members of the Williams team and our consultants. Featured speakers tonight include Wendy Wagster, Director of Operations for the Princeton Division for Williams, as well as Adam D'Antonio, a Principal Consultant at ERM. Tonight's public information session is being held in accordance with New Jersey's Environmental Justice Law and Administrative Order 2021-25. We'll be going over a little bit of facts about our company, provide a facility and a project overview, and then we will open it up to public comments and questions and then conclude. We're here because Williams owns and operates the LNG Station 240 in Carlstadt, New Jersey, and the facility is going through a Title V permit modification to construct new replacement heaters. Williams is seeking to upgrade the facility to modernize the equipment and by installing new heaters equipped with state-of-the-art emission control technology. As a result, this work includes the replacement of 4 existing water bath heaters with 4 new lower NOx emitting natural gas fired heaters. This public information session not only helps us get the information out about our facility to the community, but it also helps meet New Jersey's environmental justice requirements under Administrative Order 25. During our meeting this evening, we will provide an overview of the company, an overview of the station, a summary of the project, and provide an opportunity for public comment and questions before concluding. So as a reminder, we will be accepting comments during this session in either the form of chat submitted through the WebEx platform or by raising your hands. A member of our team will unmute you and you may ask your question. We are asking that everybody try to limit themselves to 3 minutes for their questions. You will receive a verbal warning when you are getting close to the end of your time. All of the comments that we receive tonight through this information session, whether they be written comments that I will read aloud or comments that a member of the audience chooses to speak, or comments that we receive through our website, which I will provide at the end of this session. All of those comments will be responded to and submitted in writing and posted to our project website within 30 days of the close of the public comment period. The public comment period closes on October 21st. So you can expect responses to be submitted in writing within 30 days after that comment period closes. We do have a few hours set aside for this evening's public information session. We are committed to being a good community partner, and we intend to engage with the Carlstadt community thoughtfully and listen to any questions or concerns the public may have this evening. There is a designated time for comments and questions at the end of this presentation that I just went over, but here on this slide, you will see where you may expect to see responses to the comments. Go to the next slide, please. Now we're going to give you a little bit of background about the Williams Company before we go into background about the facility and the project. Since 1908, Williams has been committed to doing the right thing for the communities that we serve, our customers, and the environment. Here at Williams, we are embracing our vision to provide the best transport, storage, and delivery solutions for reliable, low-cost, and low-carbon energy. We are guided by our core values. We believe our integrity cannot be compromised, and for more than a century, we have remained true to ourselves, always striving to do the right thing. That is our authentic core value. We are safety driven. Safeguarding our people and neighbors is ingrained in our culture and fundamental to everything we do. At Williams, we are reliable performers. We stand behind our reputation as a dependable and trustworthy business that delivers on our promises. And Williams considers ourselves responsible stewards, as we are dedicated to strengthening our people and communities and protecting the environment. Today, Williams safely and responsibly handles 1/3 of the natural gas in the United States that Americans and residents right here in New Jersey use every day to heat their homes, cook their food, and generate their electricity. For more than 60 years, Williams has reliably and safely served New Jersey. We are committed to being the best-in-class operator of critical infrastructure that supports a clean energy future here in the Garden State. That's why Williams has taken important steps to meet growing energy demand and achieve industry-leading emissions reductions. Williams operates the Transco pipeline, an approximately 10,000-mile natural gas transportation system that extends from South Texas to New York City. The Transco pipeline provides service to major local distribution companies such as PSE&G, South Jersey Gas, Elizabethtown Gas, and New Jersey Natural, as well as large commercial and industrial users of natural gas. Today, we have close to 100 employees in the state that oversee our asset footprint, with a district office located in Princeton, as well as personnel based in Carlstadt, Old Bridge, Roseland, Linden, Bordentown, and Neshannock Station. At Williams, we understand more than most that society is facing a large challenge: how to meet the world's growing energy demand while simultaneously addressing the risks of climate change with practical solutions. As one of the largest energy infrastructure companies in the US, we see firsthand the critical role natural gas plays in today's viable and sustainable low-carbon future. That's why Williams was the first North American midstream company to set aggressive and actionable climate targets. Today, Williams has set a company-wide commitment to reach a 56% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2030 as part of our climate commitment. Our path to net zero by 2050 involves a combination of immediate and long-term solutions, including investments in renewables, new technology, and the best and brightest talent who are committed to doing what is right. Williams is committed to the community, and that commitment starts with our safe and efficient operations. We are focused on open dialogue and proactive partnerships with community members. As a part of our commitment, we support environmental justice efforts and seek to involve residents and leaders from all socioeconomic backgrounds in our engagement activities. We are dedicated to working with local and state officials and community stakeholders regarding our ongoing operations and projects. We work hard to understand unique local challenges and address concerns. With that, I will now pass it over to Wendy Wagster, Director of Operations for the Princeton Division for Williams, to provide an overview of the facility, LNG Station 240.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. So Station 240 is a liquefied natural gas facility. We've operated reliably and safely for over 50 years in Carlstadt, New Jersey. The facility is a key component of our existing energy infrastructure, supporting the needs of millions of residents, businesses, and organizations across the region. The facility takes natural gas from our main Transco line and liquefies it and stores it in reserve. On very cold days when demand is high, we use it for heating peaks. For heating homes, Station 240 uses a water bath heater to vaporize the gas and redistribute that to reach the millions of customers who need it. The heaters run no more than 14 days per year, and they only run on peak demand days in coldest winter months. When they do, they're critical and a necessary piece of the infrastructure that enables the Garden State residents and others across the region to keep their lights and their homes warm. Williams is seeking the facility upgrade to modernize the equipment by installing new heaters equipped with state-of-the-art emissions control technology. The new equipment will be sited within the existing footprint and will not increase the facility's capacity. With that, I'll pass it over to Adam D'Antonio, a principal consultant with ERM, to provide a project overview.
Thanks, Wendy. Hi, my name is Adam D'Antonio. I'm a principal consultant at ERM with a chemical engineering background, specializing in air quality and climate change issues. I've been working with Williams for about a decade as they've worked to upgrade natural gas infrastructure to ensure reliable service to the region. In 2020, the New Jersey legislature passed a new environmental justice law requiring the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, NJDEP or DEP, to explore public health impacts during environmental permit reviews for new, upgraded, or expanded facilities. Following the law's passage, the DEP has worked to develop a set of regulations which meet the requirements of the new EJ law. DEP recently finalized the resulting environmental justice regulations and published them in the April 17th, 2023 edition of the New Jersey Register. The Station 240 modification application was already pending at this time, and as a result, the company was required to comply with Administrative Order 2021-25. AO 25, as it's commonly called, is a DEP order which covers projects between the New Jersey EJ laws passing and the final regulatory requirements applicability date. The order ensures industrial facilities in New Jersey communicate with, educate, and obtain input from the public as part of the permitting process for projects falling into the window between that EJ law and the final regulations. How do you know if the EJ rules apply in your community? DEP has provided various tools to ensure the environmental justice, or that environmental justice is considered by companies during the permitting process. The first step for facilities is to use the NJDEP's EJ mapping tool, which is available online at the link shown. The Title V modification at Station 240 triggers AO 25. Part of the obligation under that order is tonight's information session, as we share information with the public about the construction of the new replacement heaters. Next slide, please. The facility currently operates under a Title V operating permit approved by the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. We're here tonight to share more information about the proposed modification of Station 240's Title V operating permit that's pending with the DEP. Under this modification, Williams is proposing to modernize the facility through an installation of new heaters equipped with state-of-the-art emission control technology. This involves the replacement of 4 existing water bath heaters with 4 new lower nitrogen oxides or NOx emitting natural gas heaters. The new equipment will be sited within the existing footprint and not increase the facility's capacity. The new heaters will also satisfy New Jersey NOx rack provisions, removing the need for the current US EPA approved case-specific NOx alternative emission limit, or AEL. Beyond compliance, this facility modification is an upgrade which will reduce emissions and ensure the facility is operating efficiently and reliably meeting local energy demand. Next slide, please. Title V operating permits are required by the Clean Air Act as implemented by the Federal Environmental Protection Agency. This Title V permit covers the stationary sources of air emissions at the facility and defines how the facility can be legally operated in order to ensure that Williams meets its air quality pollution control and management requirements. The DEP manages this program for all facilities in the state that have potential air emissions above the major source thresholds. Specifically, Williams Station 240 obtained its Title V air permit renewal from NJDEP in November 2021. Then in October 2022, we submitted a permit modification application to NJDEP, which triggered this AO 25. How will this modification affect the facility's operation and potential to emit? First, and most importantly, this project does not expand the facility's footprint or change its operational purpose. The proposed operating limits are the same as the current levels. Annual emission rates are less than or equal to existing levels. 3 of the main criteria pollutants, NOx, carbon monoxide or CO, and sulfur dioxide, SO2, are significantly lower for the new water bath heaters. On the right side of the slide, you'll see how the potential emissions profile for the station is changing. Left to right, this table shows the new heater's potential emissions, the existing heater's potential emissions, and the difference between those two, showing both the significant reductions to CO, NOx, and SO2, and a slight increase to VOC. Next slide, please. So it's important to remember Transco LNG Station 240 in Carlstadt is not a newly permitted facility. This facility is just one of the many facilities in Bergen County and the state of New Jersey subject to AO 25. The Station 240 facility is located in a large census block in a highly urban industrial area with 22 adverse cumulative stressors as defined by NJDEP, including concentrated areas of air pollution, including ground level ozone and air toxics, mobile sources of air pollution, including traffic from cars, trucks, railways. I mentioned before, this is a highly urban industrial area with the Meadowlands complex, the American Dream Mall, the New Jersey Turnpike, and other major thoroughfares in the area. Additional stressors include contaminated sites, including sites with groundwater classified as exception areas and soil contamination. There are solid waste and scrap metal facilities in the area. There are also potential public health impacts like drinking water quality, lead exposure, lack of tree canopy and recreational space, impervious surfaces, and flooding risk. It's important to note that this project will not increase those existing stressors in the area. This water bath project is not an expansion of the facility. Ultimately, the replacement of the heaters will be an improvement to the facility as the new heaters will be more efficient and satisfy those New Jersey NOx rack provisions. The project involves replacement of older natural gas-fired heaters with new, more efficient, lower NOx emitting natural gas-fired heaters that will reduce potential ozone precursor emissions and that outweighs the small VOC increase. So that's it for my slides. And now I'll turn it back over to Kyle. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Adam, and thanks, Wendy. So following our presentation, we will be opening it up to questions. If you have a question, please raise your hand through the feature on WebEx. I want to just go over a couple of the housekeeping for commenting that we went over at the beginning of the session. We have a couple hours set aside for this session tonight. We have concluded our information overview of our company and the facility and the proposed project. Please raise your hand if you have a comment, and a member of our team will unmute you. Please raise your hand or write in the chat to let us know your intent to ask a question. All mics will be muted, and we will unmute you if you have a question. As a reminder, responses for comments and questions received this evening will be submitted in writing and will be found on our website, wmb.link/station-240 through September 21st. Commenting through this forum this evening, whether that is verbally through raising your hand or through submitting a comment through the chat function, or through submitting a comment via our project website, all of those comments will be responded to and submitted in writing on our website within 30 days of the close of the public comment period, which is October 21st. For this evening, we do ask that you please be respectful of other participants during the session and during this comment period. Please do not use offensive, discriminatory, or inflammatory language. And final reminder, we are asking folks on the line to try to limit their comments to 3 minutes for the sake of everyone else who wishes to comment. And a member of our team will interject and provide a verbal warning when you are getting close to your time limit. With that, I think we can open it up for comments. This is Kyle Tarpley with Williams. I forgot to mention at the beginning of our public information session that this session is being recorded, and the recording and a transcript of the recording will be posted to the project website within 10 days of today's date. Good evening again, everyone. We plan to remain on this WebEx information session until 7 p.m. Eastern. If no comments are received by that time, we will end the meeting for tonight. But I do want to remind everyone that we will continue to accept comments and questions via the project website through September 21st. You may comment while this session is still live in the chat function, or you may comment at wmb.link/station-240 through September 21st. All responses will be submitted in writing and posted to the project website within 30 days of the close of the public comment period, which is October 21st. We thank you for joining us this evening. We hope you learned more about our company, our facility, Station 240, and the project. If you do have a question or a comment that comes up after the close of this public information session, please submit it through our webpage at wmb.link/station-240. The public comment period will remain open until September 21st. Additionally, our presentation, any other information, and additional questions that we receive even after the information session tonight will be posted on our website. We thank you for your time this evening, and we look forward to continuing our relationship with the community and being a good neighbor. Thanks again.